everybody, and welcome back to Arcangelus Gaming. Arcangelus here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Wrong Move scenario. Alright guys, we are still a considerable distance from home, and we still have a long way to go. We do have some wrecks along the way that we can look into, so we do have something to keep us interested. And I think that's what we're going to do, is as we're travelling home, we'll stop off from time to time and we'll grab what we can. So yeah, before we do get started though, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below. Alright, so I'm going to head to Wreck 23 because of all that mess up there. That's the one that I can see. I'm hoping that we can actually do this. Well, it's saying that we can. So here we go. Here's hoping. Get the sun on those panels while we're at it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we are still quite considerable way out. Nowhere near. Just trying to work out what's what. 27, 31, 32 are behind us. We've got Wreck 25 is ahead of us. I think for now, let's get the ship up to speed, heading home. I think what we'll do is we'll retarget Wreck 25 because that seems to be the next closest going forward. Yeah, because we can now see the alien light to our right there. Alright, we've got the jump jar is charging up pretty fast. Most likely, from what I can see here, they're taking from the batteries because there's a negative symbol if you look down at the toolbar. And then 2 pluses. But yeah. Do you know what? I spent so much time on just the Earth. Like, one of these decades, I am gonna have to spend more time just going to some of the other planets and moons. Although I've been saying that for episodes, but the only time I've gone to another one has been when we've done Frostbite. But that was a good scenario anyway. If you guys don't recall as well, we've done a lot of mods on here. We've added in ports for like some upgrades for the TT-15. Oh, pulled up something I shouldn't there. We've got in there what was it called? Hydrogen fusion engine. No, actually, not that on. Surprised it hasn't detected anything from that asteroid there. We must be so far away it's not detecting. It gives us also an opportunity to go through some of these things. Like, what was that? That was meant to be gyroscopes. Did we change that grouping? TT-15 gyroscopes. I don't think we actually did add in a new grouping for the gyros. So we'll add these in. Basically, the idea of this episode is just simply going to be, you know, the return. Because we really do need to get back to that sort of area that we were in, do some just added in a group for the, didn't I? Why aren't you allowing me to create a group? Oh, there is create a group. That was weird. On off. Lighting, assemblers, refineries. The ATM's off for some reason. Right. Start from one end, work our way through. It's generating something in, I think. There we go. Connectors. Right. Athena. I'm going to change this around so that it's easier to see which one is what when we ventral, that'd be the ventral 4, no, ventral bow. Oh, I think I've got this wrong. Okay. Ventral bow is connected to grinder. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that would be ventral starboard. And then that one will be the bow. There we go. So at least we know which ones of these do what. So now you can see it in the toolbar from the build info mod what does what a little bit more easily. All the doors are closed, good. Right. That's 4,700, so we actually want ping 25, so We go select for ping 25. Start slowing the ship down. Because I have no idea whether we're going to just plough on through or not after this jump. Oh, look at that. Reasonably close. Okay. Let's see, we're down to 50%. We need a place to put. Now, for the fusion reactor, I think we're going to keep this one definitely separate. We put that on.
Ship fuel low.
Ship fuel low. We've got tons of hydrogen. We haven't got a problem at all. So that's now charging the batteries as well as charging the jump drives. Like I say, I think like I said in the last episode, I think what we need to do is when we do get back to Earth, we really do need to strip this down, rebuild it. Because even though the Athena works, it needs a significant upgrade. For those who are wondering, it's for like long distance journeys I actually put this in, which is the cryopod.
Ship fuel low.
So that allows us to see things safely, recharge, and then come out again and do whatever we need to do after a long journey.
Ship fuel low.
Because I say ship fuel low, and yet it's not true. It falls back that way. Actually, the ones that are back that way I can turn off. So 34, 32. $27. And 31. So it doesn't get us confused. I can turn off 22 as well because we're not heading that way. So it narrows it down a bit. Still going to take us a bit of time to get to where we want to be. Asteroid. I can see the Earth in a bit more detail. Still one of the lower stages of the LOD, but can't see the wreck we're heading to though yet, but hopefully we will soon. This road we'll be able to do the short jump, get within around about 100 kilometres out. Sorry, kilometre out, sorry. Oh, there we go, we do need to start slowing down for this then. So we're now ready on that. Alright, we'll start the jump now.
Ship fuel low.
No, it's not. Alright. There we go. Now we're within range. What we got?
Ship fuel low.
I don't see anything that could be considered hostile. Guns are not targeting anything yet. Whatever this is, it's like the remnants of something. Okay. I think we should go and have a look. Should have really brought out my weapon actually right from the start, but actually, yeah, there's nothing here. Oh well. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, but... I like the use of some of this disco lighting as like armor plating. And not lighting, sorry, disco armor, sorry. Texture, even. Okay, so that battery is no longer attached to anything. That is a refinery. Alright, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if there's anything in there worth taking before really doing anything else. Nope. Ooh, ice. So, definitely worth the salvage effort. I mean, it's going to take a few trips, but... I mean, it's not a glamorous life, but it is a life. You know, salvaging. Right, next one. That'll be that done. Then we can move on to our next victim. Right, and that's ping 25 salvaged. Drop this stuff off. I'll head up to the bridge. Okay. Rec 23, I guess. Right. 2,212. That's 2,313. So let's do... Let's do a 300 blind jump in that general direction. Then we'll quickly charge up the jump drive and then get on our way to the next port. So there we go. So now we can go jump 23. We know what our target is. 1951. Alright, let's try that. That's nowhere close. Okay, that was not expected.
Low.
No, I guess I should have turned off a load of the other wrecks in the area. I just chosen one and said, okay, that's the one I'm going for. Therefore, I can calculate for that. Ship station 2, ship station 3. So let's get rid of ping 16. And then over that way, let's grab ping 24, so turn off 17 and 18. No, go for 17. What are we doing? We want ship ping 23. We've got 17 over that way. Theoretically, we should be fine. Alright, well, as we're heading this way, you know, at least we're putting in the effort, we're putting in that which we need to be able to do what's right. Yeah, back here. Fusion generator's working quite nicely there. Really do need to redesign that back end as well. Find a way of including these a bit further out. Thinking next time probably could do without refinery, or refineries in this case. Maybe lose a lot of this access way, because it's sort of like wasted space that we're not using. Might even make it into like a new series for that, actually. You know, like Wrong Move was sort of like the establishing ourselves in this sector of space, whereas the next one is refining what we do and how we do things in this sector of space. Got a few ideas as well, make things better. Hopefully it'll work. Yeah. All the charging up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to destroy the Athena. I'll keep it in game. So we've got it as like a reference model. Not to mention something that we can use if we run out of materials. We can go and find some more. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good run with this. You know, and I'm kind of happy at how this has actually sort of turned out. But as with all things, you know, we've got to find a better way of doing things, a way that actually works more efficiently. Besides, maybe the next run, maybe we'll cut down some of the weight. Maybe rather than having sorter system, forego that. Even though it was a good idea, I think it's more than anything, it's just getting in the way. Yeah. Let's just make sure jump drives are set. Yeah, we're good. Fully recharged in less than a minute. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Hey. It's like as they say, good things come to those who wait and have patience. And don't get angry and frustrated. So, why are good things happening to me? Because I get angry, I get frustrated, I don't have patience. Alright. Well, I think we've overshot our mark this time round. There we are. Yeah, we majorly overshot there. Whatever that is, that's more of a complete ship, so I'm expecting trouble. No, it's a small grid ship. It's not shooting back, so turn the turrets off. Overshot again. Also, when it comes to like the O2 systems as well, I think what I'm going to do is rather than having like having a lot of it, sort of Oh, I see. There's like fixed systems in there. So created it to look like it had that's quite nice actually, I like that. Oh, that's neat. I like that. Sort of like then build like a nose around the that was strange. There was like a knocking noise a minute there. Whoops. Ah! That was my bad. I think I knocked into it on the descent. That's a small hydrogen tank. It's got a Gatling gun. It's because it's in the gravity world of the ship, of the Athena. I'm using the hand drill for this because of the fact that I think it's going to be easier than trying to get in big old grinder ship for this.
Inventory full.
Bollocks. Oh, I see him. There's a few bits here actually that I've dropped. Another one. There we go. I will get you. And your little dog too. Ooh, uranium.
Inventory full.
Ah, bother. Where am I in space? So a little bit of a dumb question as well because of the fact that we're in the middle of deep space. Trying to get home. Where is it? Maybe I picked it up and didn't even realise it. No, didn't want to do that. I'd love to know why it keeps on glitching out on me whenever I'm doing recordings, but if I'm playing this without doing a recording, not a problem. Cool, quite a complicated little ship, this thing.
Inventory full.
Oh, bugger. Gotta remember to turn off that grav gen. That's causing me to lose parts. I was fortunate I saw
Energy
them.
low.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's moving away from the Athena now. Come on. What the? Snap. Gonna need energy fast. The other thing I'm going to have to do with the next variant of the Athena is probably create an O2 farm. Or two to be able to that's what I wanted to do last time.
Inventory full.
Oh no, it's fragmenting. This is going to be fun. There it is. Thought I lost it for a minute there. Well, I lost something, but I'm not sure it's the ship. Alright. Another one bites the dust. That's Rec 23 done in record time. We'll call that Moonfire Orbit. Salvaged. Also, I think every airlock is going to have like its individual own, external airlock. That is, I think that from now on it's going to have its own individual. Oh, there's an unknown out there. O2 tank to basically to draw into. We'll get out the hangar this time around. We'll also need to make the medical room externally accessible as well as internally. Right. Rainbow welder. Right, where's that ATM machine? Deposit the 12k. The 816. There we go, 9 mil. Up we go. Alright, now this last jump, if I can figure out where the moon is, should take us home. So, jump drive. We'll go... SOCG Ship Station 1. That should take us home. Or near to. Somehow we've ended up in the atmosphere. Lord knows how that's actually possible, considering the fact that jump drive should actually have a safety mechanism which doesn't allow us to enter the atmosphere. There we go. Did have to sort of heavily boost out of the atmosphere there, so I think that's part of the reason why I heavily overshot. Space Pirate Bay Day that way. 2 of them. Top control, this is the Athena. Permission to dock. Tower control, is anybody there? Oh yeah, that's because I'm alone. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are docked up. We're back home. Let's turn off that fusion reactor. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at our refueling platform after a trip away for several hours, about 8,000 kilometers away. Well, 7,500, and so 7.5 million kilometers away. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this particular episode. I think what we're going to do is this is also going to be the end of this series, but we are going to continue in this universe for the next scenario. I haven't exactly planned out what that's going to be yet. I think what it is going to start off with building the Athena 2, and then I think from there sky's the limit. I think we're going to reintroduce everything that we can potentially do, and go everywhere. We can mine anything, we can build anything in the new season. So thanks for joining me for this episode, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Adventureless Gaming.